Super zombie power. Hello Zomrats, happy Labor Day Monday. This video is brought to you by extreme procrastination. Okay, so I was sitting idly, letting my mind wander and, extremely procrastinating, and it occurred to me, have you ever thought, really thought, about how truly weird the world as we know it actually is? I mean, who looked at a cow and thought, I am going to yank on those little pink things that are dangling between its legs and drink whatever comes out? Hell, who looked at a cow and thought, I'm going to eat that. I'm going to rob it of its life and then consume it and absorb its energy into my own body? Who thought of that? And why do we think that it's perfectly normal to, consume another thing and absorb it into ourselves? Freaking aliens in sci-fi movies do that stuff. And we think it's oh, ooh, crazy sci-fi alien redundant stuff. But we do it all the time. And if you're a vegetarian and you don't eat, animals, who looked at that thing growing out of the ground and said, I'm gonna pull that out of the ground and eat it and see what happens? How do you know that thing isn't poisonous? The first people that started eating plants, probably a lot of them died because a lot of plants are not edible and they'll kill you pretty quickly. What if the first guy that ate a plant grabbed the wrong plant? Then the second guy must have been a real moron because he saw the first guy ate a plant and then dropped dead, and he's like, psh, I'm gonna eat a plant, I'll be fine. Or, leaving the caveman era and coming to more recent developments in society. Who went and looked at, say, dirt, like the stuff that we walk on, and said, I wanna know what's in this. I'm stepping on it all the time. I wanna know what I'm stepping on. Maybe there's something important in there that, all of life on Earth has ignored up until this point. How do you have that thought, that spark of I'm gonna do something completely weird and bizarre that nobody else has done? That sort of thing doesn't really happen much anymore, does it? I feel like all of the innovations had to happen when there was nothing to begin with. It's kind of hard to have an original thought anymore because everybody's already thought of everything. It's kind of upsetting. I mean, I know that there are inventions and things happening all the time and people are coming up with all kinds of stuff, but it's all sort of built off of everybody else's thoughts. So there really is no original thought anymore, which is, it's something that happens to me a lot because being in the design profession and, studying graphic design and everything, the way you make stuff is by taking other people's stuff and changing stuff about that stuff. And yeah, even my professor on Friday morning, I had a design class and I was sitting there in the critique and she's like, there are no original ideas. It's okay if you pull things from other people. That's why I give you this inspiration and stuff like that. Even the teachers are teaching that, yeah, you're not going to come up with anything new. And I don't know, that's kind of a sad thought because there's no more new stuff. It's like the principle of matter, that matter cannot be created or destroyed. It can only change form. It sort of has to do with ideas as well. Which sucks. Hopefully somebody will come up with something new sometime soon to restore my faith in humanity and its craziness. Because what if somebody somewhere in the world looks at, I don't know, a random rock and decides that he's gonna stick it in his mouth and it turns out to be delicious and nutritious? Who knows, man? Somebody go eat a rock and see if it's good for you. I don't know. These are the thoughts I have when I'm not thinking about things that are important. This video didn't have a point, I'm sorry. I'll see you Wednesday. Hopefully with more coherent brain patterns I'll see you Wednesday, hopefully with more coherent brain patterns. Thoughts, videos that have points. That's a thing that I don't do. Sometimes they just don't have a point, and I just ramble, and then I don't know how to end it, so I'm just gonna end it now.
Hello.